Hi, my name is Omar. These are your morning announcements for Friday, September 27, 2019. College visits today. Massachusetts College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences. National Art Society will be meeting today at lunch in room 913. Attendance is required for all members. The Asian Student Union will meet in lunch in room 717. The East Asian Modern Culture Club, aka the K-pop and Anime Club, will meet at lunch in room 723. NHS will meet Wednesday, October 2nd at 8:15 in the cafeteria. Don't forget to turn in your dues before Wednesday's meeting. Let's go on to Amin for Newsworthy.
Thanks, Omar. On September 20th, hundreds of thousands of students worldwide participated in the climate strike. Students from Australia to South America skipped class to bring attention to the climate crisis facing the world. Some Los Altos students participated in the walkout to Mountain View City Hall. On Friday, California filed a lawsuit against the Trump administration's decision to revoke California's right to set vehicle emission standards. On Monday, President Trump dropped in on the UN Climate Summit. The U.S. wasn't invited to speak at the event due to continued investment in fossil fuels, and the president only stayed for about 15 minutes. This has been Amin, Frederick, and Leslie with New Media's Newsworthy, and now off to Audrey with our burning question.
This week's burning question is, do you think we can reverse the effects of climate change, and why do you think so?
I can't really tell if we can or not. But at this point, I think we're screwed.
I actually don't know.
It's just Earth is fat. Period.
I have to have the hope that we can, but we have to get going right away.
I think with all the media attention that climate change is getting right now, it might be possible, but it seems like politicians are really trying to ignore all the protests and things. It doesn't seem like they're very open to change.
It looks as though we are pretty deep into climate change, and I'd like to quote Trippie Redd here and say, we're in too deep. Yeah, we're in too deep. So I do not think the effects could be reversed because I don't think people are committed. I don't think people are willing to sacrifice changing their lifestyles.
On the contrary, I think as a human society, we can take charge and reverse this so-called irreversible climate change because we got this and we're awesome.
That's it for the burning question. Now back to you, Omar.
Now for the climate change video.
As more and more awareness of climate change and pollution takes hold over our campus, many are taking steps to reduce their impact on the environment. One such way people are doing this is reducing the use of plastic straws much like these. However, many are torn over the pros and cons of such alternatives, so the question must be posed. What extent do reusable straws reduce the effect of plastic in the ocean without contributing to climate change?
Do you use reusable straws?
No, I don't.
I try to, yeah.
Okay.
I don't use straws.
There's a metal collapsible one that I can carry on my keychain.
I just, paper straws, they're just more of a hassle than just using plastic straws.
The fact that it's just a single use, it creates a lot of waste, and also the production of the straw created waste and pollution as well.
It appears most people have their own mindset on their personal choices, but do they know the effects of these choices?
I think that if one person only uses reusable straws, it will have no effect. But if we all just try to do a little bit, use a reusable straw or just don't use a straw, then I think it will have an effect.
Metal has its own issues, but they are reusable. They won't necessarily break down in the environment like plastic does. Plastic's basically unbiodegradable.
The fact of the matter is, whatever material you make straws out of, you inevitably produce fossil fuel emissions in doing so. Here is the amount of CO2 created to make a plastic straw. That's around 1.45 grams per straw. And here's what it takes to make a metal straw. It's around 217 grams of CO2 per straw.
But there's 500 million straws used every day in just the US alone. That's about 1.6 million pounds of CO2 emitted every day just because of reusable straws.
It appears that while most people try and cut down the use of plastic straws, there's still a lack of incentive concerning the use of emissions of these alternate straws. However, with the increase of sustainability and reusability, who knows what our future could hold. This is Evan Fine with New Media Lit, signing off.